Hi everybody, it's me, Mrs. Salazar, and I want to talk to you about Chapter 10, Lesson 3.1, and let's just get into it, okay? Let's do it. So here we go, 10.3.1, and I'm not going to do this stuff. I want to do over here. I want to do with you 10.100 where it says solve the system of equations below and use algebra, right? And then we're going to graph it. So let's get to it. We have y equals 1 over x, and, we have y equals 2x plus 1. And I'm going to use equal value method, so we'll do 1 over x equals 2x plus 1. I want to get rid of that x on the bottom, so I'll multiply everything by x over 1. When I do that, I get x over x equals 2x squared plus x. X over x equals 1, so 1 equals 2x squared plus x. Take away 1 from both sides. I guess I could have made the train tracks. Sorry about that. And we get 0 equals 2x squared plus x minus 1. I want to factor that to see if I can solve for x. So we'll use the box. 2x squared goes here. Negative 1 goes here. And then I'm also going to make the diamond. Sorry, lazy diamond. Negative 2x squared goes here because that multiplies equal to negative 2x squared. Positive 1x goes here. So now I need a 2x times x, make this one negative. So 2x times negative x, negative 2x squared. 2x minus x is x, so we put that in here. 2x, negative x. That's 2x as the greatest common factor there. Negative 1 here, x here, and here positive 1. So we have 2x minus 1 times x plus 1 equals 0, right? And we'll do 2x minus 1 equals 0, and x plus 1 equals 0. We're trying to solve for x first. That's tricky doing this. 2x equals 1, divide by 2, x equals 1/2, right? Over here, subtract 1, x equals negative 1. Great, so those are the x coordinates for the point of intersection. Now, let's get the y stuff. So what's my first equation? Y equals 1 over x. So I'm going to plug in negative 1. I get y equals 1 over negative 1, right? Which equals negative 1. I like that. And then you could do that into the other equation too to make sure you're right. So for y equals 2x plus 1, put 2 times negative 1 plus 1. That gives you negative 2 plus 1. So that again is negative 1. So when x is negative 1, y is also negative 1. So that's your first point of intersection. Okay, now I'm going to test out the 1/2 because you'll see. So we have y equals 1 over x. I'm going to do it on one line. 1 over 1/2, which means 1 divided by 1/2, okay? Or 1 over 1, which changes to 1 times 2 over 1 equals 2. And we could plug that 1/2 into the other equation. Y equals 2x plus 1, which will be 2 times 1/2 plus 1. 2 times 1/2 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So what that means is when x is 1/2, y is 2. 1/2, comma 2. It's really hard to write. Sorry. All right, 1/2, comma 2. That's that point of intersection. Now, let's see if that's true. So here I have the equations. This was my window. Here's the graph. Okay, so when x is 1/2, that's 0.5. Sorry, made a mistake. When x is 1/2, what's y? 2, just like I found. And when x is the other value, which is negative 1, what is y? Negative 1. So those here, that's your point of intersection. There were 2. Thank you.